Hey Tariq, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. We're at it again. Gotta get it done. Just chilling and talking to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what have you done today? Were you busy? Did you work out today? Did you just spend some time with your dog? We're winding down Tuesday. Be hump day already. See, the weeks just fly by. They fly, 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 fly by. They just fly by. Went with your mom to get her oil change. Okay, okay. Have you ever changed it, Tariq? Like, are you one of those people that you just go to the dealership, or well, of course, if you have a warranty, that's what we all should do. But I know sometimes my brothers, they're like, it just depends on their mood. Sometimes they'll do it, but they try to go to the dealership, but they grew up doing that kind of stuff. So sometimes they're just like, they just want to do it. They just want to do it. But they know it's best to just go ahead and take it so they can service it. Do all those things that they do all those things that they want to do when you bring it in to be serviced. So a lot of people like to change their own oil. But you know what? Some people, I don't know, they don't trust the dealerships. And sometimes you can't blame them. Sometimes you can't blame them. Because you never know what they're doing. And they charge you so much. And you know they use the cheapest items. They use the cheapest products. Because some things you have to go to, you know, the dealership that services your particular vehicle for most things nowadays, almost for everything, except something like oil change. There are some things I do myself and others I just take my car to the shop for. Yeah, yep. And I guess as long as it's covered under the warranty, your warranty is still intact, it's best to just take it to them. But if the warranty is expired or a person doesn't have a warranty and they know how to do it, it's beneficial to just do it yourself if you can. Or if you feel like it. Also, if you feel like it. You gotta feel like it. You gotta feel like it. Because you don't want to have to do it yourself either when you're doing something for yourself. You want to make sure it's under warranty. Okay, I got you. I got you. Go ahead and let them do it. Go ahead and let them do it. Oh, somebody's smoking them some. They smoking them some good stuff, I think. I wouldn't know. But I know one thing. It is loud and it is strong. Now they tell me the louder it is, the better it is. But I don't think that's the truth. I need somebody to come in the chat and let me know. Is that stuff any good when it's loud and strong? Sometimes you can smell it even if you don't do it. You can tell that that's no good. That's cheap and it stinks. But they tell me it's a certain kind of loud. That means it smells good. I mean, that means it's good. To me, it all stinks. I run my own diagnostics, change my windshield wipers, jump my own battery if needed, and change my own battery. I also put air in my tires if needed. Yep, yep. Those are all the things. I think most of it, our dad and my uncles taught us to uh, to jump a car if you need to. But you know, a lot of times, a lot of the stuff is on YouTube now. All you gotta do is Google it. All you gotta do is Google it. Changing a tire, changing your oil, at least checking it when it comes to the ladies, at least checking it. But a lot of ladies know how to change it as well. Somebody's either on top of their keys or somebody's messing with somebody's car. I think they're on top of their keys and they don't know it. You learned how to do it in high school? Yeah, that's the best place. That's the best place. I noticed like a lot of high schools don't teach shop now. They don't teach shop. And the high schools in my area, they used to teach shop. And they teach things like how to change oil. And maybe that's why they don't anymore. Because it's almost like everybody just goes ahead and takes their car to the dealership. But they used to teach, of course, how to check all of your levels, how to change tires, how to change the windshield wipers, how to, what else did they teach in shop? I didn't take shop, but a lot of my friends took it. They would teach how to check the levels, how to change tire, the windshield fluid, the level of the wiper fluid. But those were old cars. They were older cars then. Hi Betty, happy retirement days. Hey Brilliant. Brilliant says, well, hello, beautiful lady, chat moss. Welcome in. Thank you, Brilliant. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Brilliant and Betty. Tariq and I have been talking about just the day-to-days. What did we do today? He went with his mom. He went with his mom to get her oil changed. And that was nice. That was sweet of him to do. Y'all hear that? Now, I don't know what that, it sounds like. It doesn't sound like firecrackers, but I'm not quite sure it was shots either. If it was a small caliber. But I want to know what's going on. What's going on with it? Brilliant speaking to everybody. Everybody speaking to Brilliant. Brilliant said, get inside. Brilliant. I know, right? It sounds like doesn't sound like a firecracker or anything. It sounds like a small caliber, doesn't it? Girl, we don't usually hear that around here. But you know, a lot of times people feel like things, if you're in a great neighborhood, that you won't hear things like that. Let me tell you, some neighborhoods you don't hear it as much, but every neighborhood consists of what? People. And people sometimes get in their moods where they do things that they shouldn't do. And I think you need to just get inside and take cover, make sure your family's inside, and stay out of the way, okay? Little weenie dog gonna have to move over because he's gonna have company, okay? I'm trying to look and see what is that. Yeah, he's gonna have to move over because he's gonna have company, okay? I might just go down the next street because where it was coming from, like the next neighborhood, I could hear it like this neighborhood is kind of like fenced in kind of. And so it was behind the huge fence, the big gate. So I don't know what's going on, but you know what? Those things go everywhere, okay? They go everywhere. Hey, Vanessa, welcome to the chat. Vanessa says, hi, Lines Pride. Hi, everyone. So we're cooling down, having dessert. We're having dessert. You guys know my appetizer is my warm-up. My exercise, my workout is my entree. And now I'm cooling down for a second time, okay? Okay? So we work out like a meal, like a full course, a full meal. The appetizer, the entree, and the dessert. And he's not even out here today, y'all. He's not even outside, okay? He's not even outside. Look, I don't care. I go and snatch that door. See, that's why it's good. It's always good to know your neighbors. Okay, some neighbors can be really, really nosy. They can get on your nerves because they're so messy. They're always peeping out, being nosy. But look, that can be a good thing as long as they speak up, okay? As long as they speak up. I cannot stand a nosy person who doesn't speak up. If you're going to be nosy, speak up. Speak up. Speak up and don't wait until after whatever it is that's going on is over and maybe law enforcement is gone. And then, gather amongst each other to talk. See something, say something when it's important to say something. I can't stand nosy people that do that. They're nosy. Gossipy. They want to see everything that's going on. And when they need to speak, they don't speak. All right? When you need them to speak or to, let someone know what was going on, what did they see, they don't want to speak. Now, I understand the person who's afraid to speak. But if you're afraid to speak, then you're not going to talk to the other neighbors either, right? If you're afraid to speak, then you're not going to talk to the other neighbors either. Let's see, Brian says, Tariq, will you please do me a huge favor? So Tariq is waiting. He said, what's up, Brian sis? What's up? Vanessa says, is everything okay with the person that might have needed the... Well, see, Vanessa, I passed by there. I didn't see him today. So he lives directly across the street from her. And I was going to ask him yesterday. But I don't like knocking on people's doors unless it's really, this is important. But I guess when I say unless it's really important, I mean like if I really need him to come out or to get in. Hold on. I'm still on that street. And then I'm glad, and I just saw a car pull in, but it's not in her name. It's not her driveway. I thought it was pulling into her driveway, so I was going to check. But that day, Vanessa, she didn't come to the door. So I'm like, I don't feel like if everything is okay, I'm not sure she'll come to the door for me. So he was going to check on her again later. And so I was going to ask him. So I'm glad that he's directly across the street from her. So I know he checked on her again. Him and his wife, I know they checked on her again. So I'm waiting to see them. But yeah, you know how sometimes, y'all, when you knock on people's door and they don't know you, I don't know, they feel frightened or afraid and I can kind of understand to a degree, but sometimes people go too far, when someone knocks on the door. Like they go too far too soon. So that's why I'm a little bit reluctant to knock on people's doors. And that day he was with me, so I felt a little bit better about it. Because she knows him. So his truck is there. And by the time I'm done walking, hopefully I'll see him and I can check with him and make sure that everything's okay. I think he's the type of neighbor, I think that if something was going on, that he would have watched for me to come by and let me know. Because we have to check. We have to check on the young people and elderly people. We have to check on people in general, right? Especially if something's weird or strange or they're doing something out of the norm. It's not routine. I say it's good to be nosy then. It's good to be nosy then and check on your neighbors, okay? Check on your neighbors. I don't like going to people's houses unannounced either. Right. And it's like for a safety issue. And I really want to know, but, and I never know who's in there now. You know, he says she has a son. And the way I'm looking, I don't look like I'm selling anything, but I just look like somebody who's just walking in walking clothes. So, that could probably, some people would probably take that as like a disguise kind of. But you never know what people are thinking. But I truly am concerned. And I'm going to check with him as soon as I can. Right, yeah, Vanessa. I really want to know, though. I do. Bree says, will you please tell your mother that I said thank you so much for raising such an amazing king. We always enjoy you, and the fact that you are well raised is very noticeable. I want her to know that's so nice of Brilliant. We respect and see it. That is so nice. And it's so true. So nice and so true. Tariq says, will do. Tariq, especially people of our color, I know y'all remember that story when the young king knocked on the wrong door, looking for his sister. Same house number, different street. Oh, wow. Really? Take that one out, Brilliant, and just reword it. We know what you're talking about, though. We know what you're talking about. We know what you're talking about, though. I'm just looking at that typo, but just the whole part of it. Yeah, we know what you're talking about. Okay, I tried to remove it and made you a moderator. I removed your moderator. I wasn't trying to do that. It's hard to see. It's not so hard because of the sun, but when you're trying to slow down and you're moving your finger, that's what happened that day when I removed Tariq. Yeah, y'all know how people use other words and stuff for certain things on here. So yeah, they don't like to say it. They don't like to hear us say it, and they don't like to see it in the chat either. So sometimes they'll even remove certain stuff out of the chat. So I was just like, let me get it. Let me get it before I don't want any mess from them. I don't want any mess from them. Tariq says he's cool with being our virtual nephew. That's sweet. Yeah, she did. We were talking about kings yesterday, and it's so nice to have a pleasant, respectful, and respectable men. Not but just in general. I was about to say a respectable man, but just men in general. When you have respectable men around you, let me tell you, that's a good thing to have. Men who are respectful. Men who are helpful. They don't mind helping. Because, look, let me tell you, there are times in this day and time. Okay, thank you, Brilliant. Thank you. There are times in this day and time where men will pass by a woman who can't change her tire. And sometimes, y'all, I don't know, sometimes you can't really judge people sometimes, or you can't be mad, because sometimes people are scamming. People have so many scams up their sleeves until sometimes people really are, cautious about who they stop and help. Because you could see a woman that needs her tire changed, right? But let me tell you, sometimes men are very reluctant nowadays, not just because they don't know how to treat women. That's not the reason. Sometimes they're afraid of a setup. And it happens. It happens. So when you stop to help people, you have to be really careful when you do so. It's almost like you have to really, really survey the area. You got to take your phone out. You just really have to be careful. And it's sad that it's gotten to that. Because I was about to say, it's sad. I see so many people, like men, they'll pass by someone who needs a jump, or they need a help changing her battery, or She doesn't know what's going on. Her hood is up. But guess what? It isn't that some of those men who pass by aren't raised properly. A lot of it is not knowing who you're dealing with. Not knowing who you're dealing with. So you have to be careful nowadays when when you stop to help people. When you stop to help people. It's sad but true. It's sad but true. You want to help. You want to be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. You know, you want to service your neighbor as you would have a neighbor service you in the time of need. But a lot of times you never know because people have always been evil. There's always been some have always had evil intentions or evil spirit about them, not caring who they hurt, you know. But nowadays people are they're really like evil. They just like they don't care who sees what they do. You know, they'll do a lot. So I had to think about that. A lot of times when you see somebody out and it's looking like nobody's going to help them, people are just like, hey, do you have AAA or can your insurance company come? Because people don't want to tarry. They don't want to, help. And all of a sudden, another car pulls up with two guys in it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Granny's World? Welcome to the chat. Y'all know I do not fuss about the thumbs up, right? But they are appreciated. Okay? I'm not going to fuss at you about a thumbs up. But just if it's 11 people in the chat, see, now watch what'll happen. If I call out the number of people in the chat and I say, give me a thumbs up, one or two may go ahead and thumbs you up, but like five will leave. And that, my friend, is why I don't worry about the thumbs up like a lot of people do. I'm not going to fuss about it, okay? So when I ask you, just know, I'll ask you maybe 2 or 3 times during the live, and that's it. And that's it. Because I look at our support, okay? Even if you didn't thumbs it up, you stopped by for a few minutes. Even if you didn't drop in the chat, if you watched for a few seconds, you stopped by. If you commented and you engaged in the chat, you definitely supported. So even if you're commenting and engaging, hello, you don't have to do a thumbs up because you've already supported. Right? Let me look at the comments while I'm going kind of slow. Granny's World entered the chat. She said, good evening, Lion Pride, Mod, Chats. Lions Pride, Mods, Chats. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm in the bushes listening. I appreciate you, Granny, for being in the bushes. See, if she didn't thumbs me up, who cares? She dropped down. She's listening. It's still support, okay? It's still support. There are several different ways you can support. You don't have to do all. You can what? You can give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. You can comment, or you can watch from the bushes. There's 4 things you can do. I don't ask people to share. I don't ask people to share because you have to be careful about where you're shared. People will share you whether you want them to or not. But sometimes I don't push the thumbs ups and I don't push the sharing. Because I like to go out. I like to venture out and be amongst, different areas and just network with people and bring people back to my channel myself. People that I engage with elsewhere, I like to do that. Sometimes you don't always want to be shared. And those of you who are content creators, you will learn that. You will learn that. For those who don't already know, So yeah, some people like to be liked, commented, comment, share, subscribe. They like all of that. My focus is please engaging in the chat. And if you don't want to engage, just watching. I see the number. If I see 5 people talking, but I see the number 10 up there, then somebody else is showing some support, right? A lot of times people don't want to get in the chat. Okay? So commenting, engaging in the chat by commenting, watching, and if you haven't, subscribing. I'm not gonna fuss about the thumbs up and the sharing. I just that's just how I do. I don't fuss about that. But again, it's welcome. It's welcome. Brilliant says, welcome back, Queen, to Granny's World. Vanessa says, yes, sad to say, But okay, yes, Vanessa, it's like you want to help people sometimes. Like if you see somebody stop standing next to their car, you want to help them. Sometimes even ladies will get out, and help each other. But nowadays, you have to be really, really careful about doing that. You have to be really careful about doing that because you never know people's motives. You never know who sincerely needs the help or who's just in a scheme, a scam, who's scheming. Granny says, good evening, Brilliant sis. Yes, Brilliant. It's so unfortunate. Therese says, that's why I'd rather just have people alone and mind my business. Wait. Therese says, that's why I was just rather just leave people alone and mind my business. I'd rather be paid, hard to reach, and out of sight line. Okay, Tariq, I don't blame you. Get in where you fit in if you want to fit in, right? Get in where you fit in if you want to fit in. Vanessa says, hello, Granny's World. Granny spoke to Vanessa. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I always appreciate you guys, the mods and you subscribers, whether you mod or not. You guys engage and you're respectful to each other and you speak to each other. And I appreciate that. Now, in my title, I got temptations, okay? Tuesday temptations. Tell me some things that you guys have been tempted to do. Now, if it's too much, if it's TMI, you don't have to tell it. Over here, nothing is TMI, but it is public, okay? It is public. So just tell me some things you were tempted to do. Maybe tempted to do out of anger. Maybe tempted to do out of curiosity. Haven't done it before, want to see the results. Not that it would be something bad, just tempted to, do something different. So tempted out of anger, tempted out of curiosity. What else? Tempted out of pleasure. Maybe you shouldn't do it. Or maybe you shouldn't do it with that person. And it's not dirty. It doesn't have to be dirty, y'all. It could be something like you told your husband, like we talked about gambling. You told your husband you're cutting back on gambling, okay? He said, okay, well, how about go twice a month, okay? And you're tempted to go, you've already went one time more than you should. And now your sister, your friend are calling you to go another time. This is the fourth time, okay? So tempted to please yourself. So what things have you guys done out of temptation? Be it because you were angrily tempted to do it, you were just curious, or you just wanted to have some fun. Just wanted to have some fun. Have you ever been tempted? Look, we're grown. Have you ever been tempted to see if a friend will talk bad about you behind your back? Because the flip side of that is that they may talk highly of you, right? They may talk highly of you. Anyone who speaks well of you when you're not around, a lot of times, not all the time, that's a good friend. That's a good friend. Not all the time, but most of the time. Most of the time, if someone is willing to speak highly of you when you're not around, uplift your name, your character when you're not around, that's a good friend. So have you ever been tempted to see what a friend would say when you're not around? Say, you know how people set up their mates sometimes? Well, I saw something once where a person that I know set up another friend just to see. Because the reason she did it was because this one particular friend is kind of jealous. You guys ever had that friend who doesn't really want other people to get too close to you? Have you guys ever had that friend before? And she's kind of protective. She's really kind of protective. And it may be because you're really free-hearted. You're really kind. You really help a lot of people or something like that. So maybe she has reasons. And sometimes your friends are just selfish. They don't want you to have other close friends. It's okay if you have associates, but they don't want you to have someone who could potentially become a really great friend or a best friend. They don't want someone who's going to challenge their position. So have you guys ever had a friend who didn't want someone who's going to challenge their position? Right? I knew someone in that situation, and she was like, I'm gonna see just how good of a friend she is. Okay. So she she had two other friends, engaging in conversation. We were at it wasn't really a bar, it was more like a restaurant slash one of those that turns into like a nightclub a little bit later. And so they were talking about this particular friend. They were nothing bad, it was just a test. She had them talking about her. So, and they did it in a way where they weren't around her really good friend, her best friend, but they made their way around to her, right? And so they were saying some things that, the best friend could have took to be like, why are you guys talking about this behind her back? Y'all, when I tell you she went off, she went off. She went off. And she didn't just go off like, why y'all talking about her, yada, yada, yada. She went off and started saying, this is why you shouldn't be talking about her. She went into the things that, she's willing to do for people. And this is why people get mad at me for being like overprotective of her. And this is exactly why. My friend had to calm her down, y'all, because she was like, it was a test. It was just a test. So have y'all ever been tempted to test people? Like, have you ever been tempted to test somebody? Who is that? Azar. Hi, Azar. And what's the other one? Marhaba. You did, Vanessa, in your younger days? I did too. So I ain't gonna even lie. Sometimes it's not always like a bad thing to do. You're just curious. It was curiosity. It was curiosity. It was curiosity. Yep, it was curiosity. Okay, looks like he's gotten home, but he's in the back, so I'll check with him. I think she's okay though, you guys. I think she's okay. Granny said she hadn't had that issue since high school. Well, see, and that's what you would think, Granny, that happens. That's high school stuff. But as we can see, by this app and other apps, it's not so high school. Truth be told, high school kids don't even act that. The ones that I'm around or I see, of course they got their stuff going on and they do things. But nowadays, it's the adults that act like they're in high school more so than the high schoolers. And it is high school. But the thing about it is, sometimes adults do that. They misuse and they mistreat and they abuse people, right? And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's good to have a friend who will speak highly of you when you're not around, when your back is turned, when you're not in the room. Because that's what she did. She wasn't having it. She was like, I know y'all ain't talking about, I'll say Susan. I know y'all ain't talking about Susan as much as she helps everybody, as much as she helps us. See, I want that friend like that. I have a couple of friends like that. I'm glad to have those friends that'll stand up. Because people will do that. People will use you, misabuse you. You can sit there and help them with an issue, with a problem. And guess what? They go and talk about you behind your back. They'll say, well, she gave me $200 to pay my power bill, but I told her it was $350. Brilliant. Yeah, she was like, she gave. So that type of situation. And I think that's kind of what it was. They were having a conversation and it was all just to see. And she was like, this doesn't mean she'll never do something I dislike. This doesn't mean she hasn't never said anything about me. But what it showed me is that when I'm not in the room, she will stand up for me too. So, yeah, brilliant. I'm like, I think everybody needs that person who will stand up for them, or not even really stand up for them, but speak highly of them when they're not in the room. Really, Granny? Was she like was she the one that was very protective, or was she the one that was like kind of engaged in conversation about people behind their backs? Because my friend, her thing was this. It was like, she still was like, she's gonna have to work on that selfishness. Like, she doesn't want me around anybody. Like, it's okay. It's not that she didn't want her around anybody, but you know, sometimes your friends have those spidey senses, right? They have those spidey, tingly senses. You know, when we talk about discernment, our own discernment, sometimes your family members and friends have that discernment when it comes to who you're hanging around. It's almost like, it's not like a parent-child situation, because parents, they feel like it's a natural duty for them to have those senses, and they naturally do. But a lot of times, family members feel like it's their responsibility too, to when their antennas go up about the company you keep, to kind of, let you know. To kind of let you know. Vanessa says, facts, Granny. Oh, Granny says she was talking about everybody and very jealous of me, unfortunately. Really? Oh, wow. See? And then, so, if she was doing that, then you know that she's the type of person that she definitely, when someone says something about you behind your back, she's probably going to engage. She's probably going to engage. So it's nice knowing, and it made my friend feel better about, well, both of them are my friend, really, but they are like best friends. So it made her feel good to know that if something is being said negatively, or even lies, people lie on you, and she's not around, that she's going to step up. So she had to talk with her, though, and just let her know, I appreciate that. I did that to see, because I don't want people around me. Because, y'all, I'm telling you, a lot of times the ones who act like they're so crazy about you, like so your best friend, you can depend on them for everything. A lot of times those are the ones who will let you down. And it doesn't mean that she won't let her down, but at least she showed her, she felt like, okay, she'll speak up for me when I'm not in the room. I think all of us need to have that one or two people who we can trust to do that. Trust and depend on to do that. Bree says, especially if it's family. Yeah. Yep. Granny says, Bree, right. I was shocked about a lot of the things that she said about me about you behind your back, when I was her protector, provider. However, she misses me to this day, and I refuse to communicate. I love her, but never again. See? And I think, Granny, like you said, it is kind of high schoolish, but sometimes a person will have you kind of like at your wit's end, like, what do I do? I'm trying to tell her, because what we think is that, and we do still think it's this to a degree, that some people are jealous of your relationships with other friends, right? And they don't want you to be too close. And it's not like she was getting anything out of it. Now, I've known people who, they have one friend, right? That friend treats all of her other friends trashy. Because she says the bad things about them. But guess what? She's always receiving. She's always on the receiving end of money, favors, gifts. So what we think it is with her is she doesn't want anybody else to potentially battle her for that position. She doesn't want anybody else. She doesn't want her friend to get close to anybody else and start loving on somebody else like their family. She treats this girl like family. She does just as much for her as she can for family. And this is a lady who has means. I guess I would explain it as like a Gail Oprah kind of thing. If you picture Gail and Oprah, people are saying that they've been best friends since like right out of college, or in college, right out of college, something like that. And so even at their ages now, late 60s, early 70s, if another friend, it doesn't even have to be a new friend. It can be a friend from high school. Oprah made contact with them. All of a sudden, she starts taking her on vacations too. I bet you Gail is going to feel a type of way. That's just human nature. She's going to feel a type of way, unless you have some people who could care less. Now, you do have some people who could care less. But when you have two friends who have been ace, boom, coon for years, no matter who the friends were before they came, no matter what friends they've acquired after their friendship, if they've gotten that close, they're like sisters, It can be an old friend that Oprah knew before Gail. Gail's spidey senses are gonna flare up. They're gonna say ting 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 ting. That's right. Look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Keep those legs moving for consistently for 30 minutes each day. 150 minutes per week. 30 minutes each day, 5 days a week gives you 150 minutes per week to keep those legs moving. Keep them moving consistently, okay? So, Gail, not saying that Gail will, because she may not, but I'm just saying that's a relationship that I can kind of use as an example. They are so close. So if all of a sudden a new lady or someone from Oprah's past, before Gail was even around, popped up and she and Oprah just kicking and having a blast all the time, kind of even maybe including Gail, but sometimes not including Gail, let me tell you, Gail's spidey senses will kick up. And that's what my other friends, that's what she was doing. She was like, I just don't know. And I think she did it too because she had another friend that was like that. It was like she didn't want her to be friends with anybody else. Or if she was friends with somebody else, she had to always come along. Like she couldn't go on vacation with anybody else unless if she did, it was like, oh, so I couldn't go? That kind of stuff. I wasn't included. Why? She doesn't like me, which is childish, but that was a way to get an argument going, right? That was a way to display her let down, her feeling of being let down. And so, you know, until they get to know each other, one is going to be jealous of the other. And most likely the one who will be most jealous, well, not most likely, I'll say maybe 55% of the time, is the one who spent most time with you recently. Because now it's kind of like they have to adapt to this new person that they really don't know. Where's Granny running? Let me see. Did I see that? What's going on, Albert? Welcome into the chat. How you doing? Okay, I was where Granny said never again. Let me look. Let me read some comments. And I immediately labeled you in my brain a permanent associate. That person would never make my real life friend group. We are too grown to be letting each other down. Yes, brilliant, letting each other down or taking back. Okay, right, talking behind people's back. Exactly. Granny says, a brilliant for real. Exactly. Granny says, to this very day, I still don't know why it hurt my heart to know what she did, but will never trust her again. See? Right. And it doesn't mean you don't love her. Doesn't mean that you won't spend time with her, but you won't ever have that same level of trust. Brilliant says, hey, Albert, welcome back. Back to see you. Watch the legs move, okay? Came in with your legs moving. Watch the legs move. Keep those legs moving consistently, at least 30 minutes each day, 5 days a week. And there's nothing wrong with 7 days a week, okay? Nothing wrong with 7 days a week. And if you can't do 30, do 15 minutes 7 days a week, all right? All right? Sometimes we got to start somewhere, okay? Okay? But before you get up and do anything, make sure you get up and stretch. Do a mild warm-up. If you intend to walk briskly, start off a little bit slowly, okay? Pick up the speed. Get that heart rate up, okay? Get the heart rate up, and then go into your workout. Even if it's just to continue to walk. Pick up that speed and be brisk with it, okay? Be brisk with it. You want to make it count. If you can't be brisk, guess what? You will work up to that if you remain consistent. And you're legitimately wanting to do what you said that your goal is to do. If it's to lose weight, you're going to have to put some oomph in it. If it's just for fitness, not so much. If it's just for fitness, you're just going to have to move those arms at the shoulder, at the elbow. Okay? That's why I switched the sides, because you want to move those arms at the shoulders, at the elbow. Okay? While you're moving those legs. Keep those legs moving. Keep them moving consistently for 30 minutes each day. All right? 5 days per week, 150 minutes per week. Okay? And if you can, 6 or 7 days per week. It won't hurt you, because most of us, we get up and do something every day with our legs, right? We're moving some type of way. So let them move consistently for 30 minutes. When you're done with your workout, start to cool down. Slow down, okay? Slow down. Even if your workout was just walking, slow down. Let that heart rate get back down. Look at your watch. Look at your Fitbit. Look at your, what else do they call those things? Here's another name for it. Look at it. I call it the Fitbit because mine is a Fitbit. Look at it. Let that heart rate come on back down to resting heart rate. Resting heart rate is your heart rate when you're at rest. Okay, when you're at rest or barely moving around. Okay, if you want to lose weight, you got to figure out what that target heart rate is, that maximum target heart rate, and then you've got to figure out that range, that 50 to 85%. Some will do 60 to 85% of that maximum heart rate. That's what you need to do. Figure out that range. Stay within that range. And if you want to burn calories, you need to stick at 70%. Let your workout be consistent for 70% of that target heart rate. Keep that heart rate going at 70% of your target heart rate. Okay? This information you can find for your age. Okay? You can find this for your age. Some of them will even break it down for gender. Okay? None of the information in this video, this live video or replay, is meant to be professional medical advice. It's all meant to uplift, motivate, and encourage you to get up and move as you watch my legs move. Always consult with your primary care provider, be it your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your nutritionist, okay? Your occupational therapist, your physical therapist, even your trainer. If you have a trainer who has been professionally, who has learned to professionally train people, okay? So always consult with those. Those are about 5 to 6 people that you can consult with, okay? Vanessa says, when mad day, ooh, Vanessa, come on. When mad day comes, and it comes, right, the true person comes out, right? And that lets you know. That definitely lets you know. It definitely will. Especially, Vanessa, look, if no one's around and they throw it in your face, that lets you know, right? But what really lets you know is if they do it in a crowd. If they do it in front of people. If they do it in a crowd, they do it in front of people. What's Albert talking about? Albert says, thanks, Brilliant, but I am inside doing the house. What you doing, Albert? Are you cleaning up? Brilliant says, Vanessa, that one says, hey, Angel, I didn't see you come in. Hey, Donna. Lance Price, so sorry I'm late. My truck is stuck in the, what? Really? Where, are you at home? Are you at home, Donna? Brilliant says, that's okay, Albert. You can move those legs inside. Yeah, Albert, you can move those legs inside. You can get up and walk around every room of your house, okay? Okay? Get up and walk around every room of your house. Over here, y'all know I've been telling y'all for well over a year. You can walk, you can jog, right? You can skip, right? You can run. But if I run too long, this phone will be across the street, okay? You can walk, skip, jog, run, skate. You can get up and dance, okay? You can get on your stationary bicycle. You can get on your bicycle and ride around the neighborhood. You can get on your treadmill. You can get on your elliptical. You can go mountain climbing, okay? You can go swimming, okay? You can sprint and stop. There are so many things, and every day I name at least 10 to 13 things that we can do, okay? Because sometimes we get bored. Right? So when you get bored, I give you guys other things that we can do, right? Other things that we can do. If you hit a plateau when you're weight training, okay? When you're lifting those weights, getting in some resistance, okay? Be careful if you have hypertension, okay? You don't want to create more pressure, okay? And if you have hypertension, hopefully you are doing the things that you need to do to control that. Speak with your healthcare provider and they will let you know what those things are. It can be exercise, diet changes, okay? Relaxation techniques, okay? Stress relief, teaching you how to relieve stress, because some people are tense all the time. Some of us are tense all the time. Do y'all ever feel tense? Do y'all ever feel like, oh, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad she's good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see y'all
You live
later.
on this street that we're
Okay, y'all. I'm back. She is okay. Thank goodness. She's okay. Her maybe she didn't come to the door that day because her bedroom used to be kind of toward the front of the house, and now her family has moved her bedroom to the back of the house, to the other side of the house. And so I'm sorry, y'all. I put y'all on mute because, you know, y'all know when some people talk, they call people's names. They just kind of go into like full detail, even if you don't know the person. And so I didn't want them to say anything about her situation and it be on here. But yeah, because y'all people take the slightest thing. But so yeah, I didn't want them to say anything about her situation. And of course she said a lot. So I'm glad I did mute. I hope I was muted the whole time, y'all. Angel says if you are enjoying this live, please thumbs it up. Birds in the trees, you can thumbs up. Okay, you can thumbs it up too. Can you hear those birds out here in this environment, right? You hear the birds in the neighborhood. You hear the cicadas. Listen at them. Listen at them chirping. Listen at the birds. Y'all know the birds love to come out here and talk to us, okay? They love to come out here and talk to us. What they're saying, we don't know. Hello, Chris. Chris says, hello, peeps. Hello. So, yes, y'all, the neighbor is doing good, and I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. That little weenie brought his little butt out there barking as usual. He know he gonna have to, I'm gonna start spanking him. He came out there barking at me. His mama and his dad had to get on him today. I'm like, boy, stop. You know me. I'm like, you know me. Please give our host a second. She'll be right back. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that so much. Y'all, these insects ain't playing. They trying to, look, y'all tell me this. One of my friends told me, he said, that's all in growing up. Have you guys ever been walking, playing, like riding your bicycle and an insect flew in your mouth? Because they'll definitely fly and hit you in the eye. But have you guys ever been doing that and one of them hit you in the mouth? Chris Buck, welcome. Hello, good day for a walk. Yes, it is, Chris. Have you walked today, Chris? Have you done something, some type of cardiovascular activity for at least 30 minutes today? I'll say at least 15. But we encourage 30 minutes over here. Of course, you talk with your primary care doctor, your nurse practitioner, and your physician's assistant. If you have not exercised before, or if you have had a long, long hiatus and you're starting back your routine, okay? Okay? A lot of you guys know what your fitness level is, but still, you know, go to your doctor, especially if you have a regular doctor. All you got to do is ask them at your next visit. Ask them at your next visit. And make sure that you're getting your checkups, okay? Make sure that you are getting your regular routine checkups, right? You can't encourage people to do what you're not doing, okay? Make sure that you're getting your regular routine checkups, all right? I know a lot of people don't like to go. You don't want to be put on medicine, or it's just some people just don't like to. They don't like needles when it comes to getting just the regular routine lab work. They don't like needles. But try to tolerate it just for a few minutes, just to get checked out at a regular visit, okay? Just to get checked out at a regular visit. It is a great day to walk. And I put on the insect repellent, y'all. Some days it works wonderfully. And some days, these insects say they ain't playing, okay? They are not playing. Donna says, yes, we understand absolutely. You were, yes, pigeons, parakeets. Yeah, you know those pigeons and parakeets, they're looking. Gonna be saying everything I just said, okay? Verbatim. It's not that they're gonna say it, it's the fact that they're saying it verbatim, like standing there looking at my, you know how you used to tell your little kids when you were growing up, don't look in my mouth and say anything that's coming out of my mouth, okay? Look, sometimes the kids act like they're not paying any attention. Next thing you know, you hear them in the room repeating you like a parrot. Just like a little parakeet saying everything you say. Vanessa says, okay, thank you, Lions Pride. What did I do, Vanessa? Let's see. Was it with checking on the neighbor? Have some orange juice. Sis, do you have any oranges? Eat one immediately. If you do, eat two, at least one. Somebody has a headache? Does somebody have a headache? Okay, Granny. I didn't see Granny said duty calls. Okay. Aber says, yes, it is brilliant. I was being laughing like a baby. Is that what you're saying, Aber? And Donna says, Granny's, where there is a latch back there, I had to lift it up with my body. It's a hatchback. I be telling everyone to not slam my hatchback. Now look what happened. I'm pissed. So, wait a minute. It won't unlock when you put your finger in across it. You're home. So have you gotten it straightened out, Donna? Sis, do you have any oranges? Okay, I have some orange juice. If you are enjoying this live, please thumbs it up, okay? Birds in the trees, you can thumbs up too. Hell, you might as well. You're using it. The birds and the parakeets and the parrots in the trees, thumbs up this live. You're using it. Yes, thank goodness she was okay. Thank goodness she's okay. Brian says, Chris, welcome in. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, all right? Please, we'd appreciate it. We would love to have you over here in this chat, as long as it's good, positive, and motivational, encouraging, uplifting conversation. You are welcome in this chat. Come and engage. Drop a few nuggets for us, okay? For us to pick them up and go apply them to ourselves to see if they work for us or our family and friends. We all drop nuggets for each other. And we all, from me to the mods to the subscribers who support, we drop nuggets in the chat. We're here to have a good time, good conversation, positive conversation. We can get serious sometimes, but even when we're serious, we're trying to be serious in a good way, okay? We're trying to be serious in a good way. So we like to have fun, we like to talk, we like to joke around, we like to teach each other new things, we like to just share things with each other. And again, hopefully some of those nuggets can work for us. Every nugget won't work for every person, but it's nice to share those nuggets. We drop nuggets and we pick nuggets up. Okay? Drop nuggets and we pick nuggets up. Some days you're dropping a few nuggets. Some days you're picking a few up. Some days we're just in here chilling. Some days we're just in here chilling. Okay? So if you haven't subscribed, please set your notification bell to all. I call that my YouTube doorbell. Okay? Just hit that doorbell and come on in here. Come on in. The next time we go live, I'll upload a short. Check out my shorts table, okay? I'm a shorts channel, kind of like a variety channel, but I love shorts, and I come on here to do my Let's Walk and Talk lives most days. I try to do every day, but as we know, sometimes the schedule calls for you to do other things. So we come on here and we try to do it most days out of the week, okay? Okay, so you don't want to miss any of Lions Pride's positive lives and content. Come on, come on, come on. Donna says 6 watching and only 4 thumbs up. Please, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. Okay, okay. Green says, we pray you are enjoying today's walk and talk with us. Feel free to drop down in the chat. Promise we don't bite. I promise we don't bite. Okay, leave a comment or two in the chat. We appreciate your time and positivity. And we appreciate the fact that you decided to stop by. If you drop in the comment section, if you don't, if you're just up there and you're a number that we can see, guess what? We appreciate you, okay? It's all support. It all helps the algorithm. The thumbs ups, the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, all of it counts. And we appreciate you. Okay, we're not greedy over here. If you do one of those things, if you just hang out in the bushes, I mean, if you're hanging out in the bushes, especially if you're getting some information and you got a tablet and you write some information down, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, okay? Because you like it, because you're taking it to your channel and you're talking about it, okay? Okay, and then you're listening to other things, you're watching and seeing other things that we're talking about in here. We're checking on neighbors over here. See, we do everything over here. We check on neighbors, okay? We help each other out when it comes to friendships, relationships, all kinds of things. And as I speak on that, you guys please check out please check out Marie Holiday today, okay? She did a very, very good video. I shared it on my community wall, okay? Check that video out. She talked about what we talk about over here a lot, discernment. It doesn't matter how they come. They often come with a smile. But your discernment will let you know when you're dealing with a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? It'll let you know. Some people's sense of discernment is very keen, very keen. Some people, we all have it, but some not so much. And I think that's because a lot of times people are trying to just give people a chance, you know? Just trying to give people a chance. So always, 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 when those spidey senses go up, listen, listen, listen. Discernment is key. Discernment is everything. We talk about moderation over here, right? We want to eat certain things in moderation. We want to do certain things in moderation. We can't tell people not to have them a nice something in a cup, or not to do this or not to do that. But what we can do is tell them about that word called moderation. Okay, it's a 4-syllable word. It's called moderation. Over here we talk about words a lot, the R words. Okay, relax, release, relate. And to that what you can't relate, don't. Okay, okay, reset, refocus, resolve the issues and restart. Okay, and we talk about that 4-letter word called self. Okay, self-care, self-love. Okay, self-respect, self-control. All of those words like that. And sometimes even selfish can be okay. Okay, it's okay to be selfish. Selfish with your time. It's called me time. Okay, it's called me time. That time that you choose to be selfish and just, engage in all the things that you want to engage in. Whether it's just sitting down, relaxing, sitting outside, having a cup of lemonade, a cup of tea, taking yourself to get a pedicure, a manicure, just going, treating yourself to a new purse, whatever it is. And it doesn't always have to cost money, right? Because it can be just sitting outside on your porch. All right, it can just be sitting outside on your porch. Okay, Brilliant says, we pray you are enjoying today's walk and talk with us. Feel free to drop down in the chat. Promise we don't bite. Leave a comment or two in the chat. We appreciate your time and positivity. Watch Line's prize legs move. Hope it encourages you to get up and move your own. Yes, 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 yes. I think I'm way back up here, y'all. It's so funny when you move your hand, you go all the way back to the top. Hey, April. I don't see April, but I see someone speaking to April saying welcome in. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, my moms. Thank you, Brilliant. Thank you, Donna, for welcoming people in. Thank you, chat, for having conversation amongst yourselves when I'm checking on people or when I'm being nosy or when I'm just running my mouth and not seeing the comments. I appreciate you guys all the time. Yes, Vanessa, that me time is crucial. It is critical. I know. We run for our families. We put them first. We do. But sometimes we have to learn to put ourselves first so that at other times we can continue to put them first. We can continue to put them first, okay? I don't know how you guys' week have been going so far, but listen, if it's been great, great. If it's been a little rocky, a little shaky, pray for a better rest of the day. Pray for a better tomorrow. Not just a better tomorrow, pray for a better rest of the day, okay? Rest of the evening, rest of the night, okay? And whatever it is that has bothered you or maybe gotten you a little perturbed, shake it off. It might not go away, but don't let it stress you out. Don't let those stressors stress you out. We all have stressors throughout the day, and some of those stressors are people, right? Some of that stress, some of those stressors are people. So don't let those stressful things stress you out. Don't let those stressful people stress you out. Okay? Okay? Look at this. A flying ant, y'all. A flying ant. Oh my gosh. April Showers, welcome to the chat, Queen. A blessing for you to join us. It is. Donna says, yes, I did that today. Gave myself a pedicure. Did you? Yeah, because a lot of times, we can do that for ourselves. I don't knock anybody who goes to get a pedicure or a manicure. But y'all, in this day and time, I start to think about money. Even before this day and time, I've never been one to do that. Like, it's nice, especially for an event. if you have something going on. But let me tell you, those people make so much money off of doing nails. And some people would say, well, it's not simply doing nails, it's the way they do it. At some point, don't they break off? Don't they fall off? At some point, doesn't the polish come off? So when you do your own nails, don't they break? Doesn't the polish come off? Yeah, it might come off a lot sooner. But hey, the stores are still selling it every day. They're still selling it every day. So to each his own. If you know, because that could be what somebody does to treat themselves. But just like you go get one, get a pedicure, get a manicure, you can treat yourself to one. You can treat yourself to one. Some people may say, well, that's work. It is work, but sometimes work can be relaxing, you know, especially when you're treating yourself. Sometimes that kind of work can be relaxing, okay? Donna says, I'm diabetic since I do my own feet. I'm scared to go to the nail. I feel you. I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. Yes, because there's a certain way that diabetics' nails should be clipped. The feet especially, you know, you have to really pay attention. There are certain ways that they have to be clipped. Yep, you don't want them clipped too deep. You want them clipped and then you can file them. And sometimes you tell people to do it a certain way and they won't. Or they say that they will, but guess what? And it's not that it's intentional. They get started, they're in a hurry. That's what they do on a daily basis. They may not remember what you said and you'd be better off like you're just doing it yourself. You know, just treating yourself and doing it yourself. Vanessa says, thank you, Angel, and I appreciate you also. Thank you, Brilliant. Please take a moment if you can. Please vote for Chef Finest Wine. Thank you for reminding me because I have not said that one time. Thank you, Brilliant. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. For Carla Hall's favorite chef contest, okay? He is almost there. Thanks in advance for your support. Thank you, Brilliant. There is the link to the contest, guys. If you have not voted today for Chef Finest Wine, my brother, please go over there, hit that link. It'll take you to Facebook, and you can vote. Now, if you don't have Facebook, we can still help. If you don't have Facebook, you can still help. Get that link and share it with a Facebook friend, or 2 or 3 or 4, as many as you can, and have them to vote, okay? They can vote daily. They can vote daily. Also, check out his community wall. Check out my community wall. Check out A Brilliant's community wall. I think Donna's Angel's Eyes community wall. Most of us are sharing his link, okay? Look at Albert. Wait a minute. I love doing by Albert. Y'all see this? Albert says, I love being a pedicure. Goodbye. Y'all, what are we going to do with Albert? What are we going to do with Albert? Okay? Can somebody tell me what are we going to do with Albert? I don't know. You can never look. It's hard to get mad at him. Okay? Because he's playful and jolly. He keeps you laughing. He says the funniest things. He's a man, and we need men in the chat. We love it when the men come into the chat, okay? We're talking about grown things, adult things. And sometimes we're being a little silly. But a lot of times, we need the perspective of a male, okay? Okay? Now, when we need the perspective of a male, Albert, we're going to need you to be serious, okay? We're going to need you to be serious. Yes, Vanessa, let's get Chef there. Brian says, Albert, we love a king that does pedicure. He is wild. Albert is wild. Donna says, I hope everyone had a good day today. Now we are ending it off with a nice relaxing walk and talk with my sis. Okay? And I appreciate you guys. I do. I really do. I'm about to get out of here. It has been 1 hour and 12 minutes. What do we always say? Time flies when you're having a great conversation. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay? It does. It really does. You guys support each other. Support good, positive content, okay? Be careful where you go. Be careful where you speak. If something tells you not to, then don't, okay? Because you don't want to find yourself in a misery lounge, okay? You don't want to find yourself in a misery lounge. It is easy to do what I say Granddaddy said, grab your grip and go, okay? It's easy. Once you You know, they've appeared with that to be that, shown themselves to be that wolf in sheep's clothing. They've given you all those nice drinks and peanuts and, you know, all that stuff, mints and crackers and finger sandwiches. They've done all that. They've gotten you comfy. Then they show you what type of time they really are on. And you don't like that kind of time. You like a good time, okay? So you leave the misery lounge because they'll still have a smile on their face. They're happy. So like I say, the misery lounge isn't really hosted by a miserable person. It's hosted by a person sometimes that A, might be miserable, B, could be trying to cause misery for others, okay? So get your grip and go. Get your stuff and go. Go back to your happy lounge, to your happy place. You may not always be happy, but you don't have to deal with things that are unnecessary, okay? Okay? You don't have to deal with things that are unnecessary. What is this? Green says, yes, indeed. Donna says, Albert, I saw one of your videos. You getting a picture. Green says, we pray you are enjoying today's walk and talk with us. Feel free to drop down in the chat. Promise we don't bite. Leave a comment or two in the chat. We appreciate you joining us today. Yes, and if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. We would appreciate it. As long as you're coming with positivity, as long as you got good vibes, and as long as you're coming over here to be you, okay? Be you. We love to motivate, uplift, and encourage each other to do great things and do good things. But there's always a way to do anything, okay? There's always a way to do anything, all right? So be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Be good to your family and friends. And we're human. We all get bad sometimes. Y'all know it. We all get bad sometimes. But try to keep your engagements positive, especially with social media. Try to. Not that you'll always be able to, but just try to. You know, because people come in all kinds of evil and weird forms, okay? And most of the times, the evil comes with a smile. The evil comes with a smile. So keep your ears raised. Keep those spidey senses raised. Keep moving. Keep those legs moving, moving, moving consistently. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs move. We're slowing down. We're getting our heart rate down. We slowed down a long time ago. But we want you to move and we want you to be consistent, okay? And these insects just don't want to let me be great today, okay? Y'all, you're talking about flying in the mouth. They flying all in their eyes, around their head. They just doing the most. They are doing the most this evening, okay? And for you allergy sufferers that suffer with allergy symptoms in the spring, I hope that you are finally getting a break from that pollen, okay? Albert says, yes, angel eyes. Wait a minute. Nope, Donna. What she said, with misery, a typo. Albert says, all the ladies, they doing some good work salon doing pedicures for me. Albert, are you into the pedicures? Bria says, okay, I get it. Look at Donna says, some men need them feet done greased. Look like they been kicking flour or cut up somebody's sheets. Man, Shaquille O'Neal says that he needs his done. Shaquille says he has to get his done, y'all. He says those things are be barking. And I'm not talking about from hurting. He said he has some ugly toes. He said those toenails be definitely be needing some love. Look at Albert talking about that's right. Donna says, Sabrina, you know I'm on the little keyboard. Albert talking about that's right. Y'all, Albert's something else. Albert is something else. I bet he's more than a handful. Okay? I bet he's more than a handful. Donna said he does. I seen his feet. Girl, they say those feet are Shaq. Shaq said he ain't ashamed. Shaq said he'll tell you quickly. He got to get a pedicure. He gets a pedicure. It is nice to see men do things like that nowadays, and they don't feel like they got to explain like They don't feel like they're doing, you know, a questionable activity by having their feet done. I hear it's a good feeling. I do my own with the little bubbly thing that you can buy, the foot massager, the little foot spa thing, and it feels good. So I can only imagine that when you go into those salons, they probably have the more advanced ones or the ones that can do a lot more than the ones you can purchase. But you know, nowadays, you can purchase everything that these salons have. Yes, they are. They're huge. His feet are huge. You know, you can purchase everything that the salons have now, all the way down from the equipment to do your hair, your hands, your feet. You can purchase all of those things now. You know, it might cost a pretty penny, but you can purchase a lot of that stuff now. You really can. Donna says, I would love to be a fly on that nail salon wall when Shaq comes in when the nail techs are talking to each other. I bet you even the one he goes to regularly, I bet she's like, here comes Shaq. Here comes Shaq. Here comes old Shaq. Coming in. I wonder how often does he get them done? I wonder, is he like an every 2 week kind of guy? Or just as needed? If it's next week it needs it, he's in. If it's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, he's there. I wonder if he's like that. Albert, we know. Look at Albert, y'all talking about he likes some nail techs. We know you do. We know you like nail techs. What do you like about them, Albert? Did I go this way? I think I came around that way. What do you like about the nail techs, Albert? Do you like the nail techs or do you just like their work? Do you like the nail techs or do you like their work? Or both? And or? Is it an and or is it an or? What is it, Albert? I'm sure it's both. I'm sure it's both. Y'all look at the legs move, okay? Watch the legs move. We look at the legs moving and we hope that encourages you to get up and move your own legs consistently. Keep them moving consistently for 30 minutes each day, at least 5 days a week. And if you can't start off with 5, go for 3. Go for 3. 2 is a start, you know, but we want to start out where we can kind of get up to what we need to be in a timely manner, okay? In a timely manner. In a timely manner. You want to get up to where you need to be in a timely manner, okay? And if you're trying to lose weight, once you've done that, you can cut back. You can cut back and maintain. But if you're doing it for fitness, which all of it is really about fitness, but some people, they have a focus on weight. They have a focus on a certain number of pounds for health reasons, just personal reasons, or just to look better, okay? Just to look better. But for fitness, we want to feel better, okay? We want to feel better. Feel good, look good, okay? Focus on feeling good. And hopefully that usually sparks you to looking good, okay? It makes you want to look good. You focus on feeling good, makes you want to look good, okay? What did Coach say? What did Dion say? Okay? Feel good, look good, play good, get paid good, okay? Okay? You have one of those too, Donna? Oh my goodness, they feel so good. They feel so good. So that's probably, yes, I have one of those too. I love it. And the little things that looks like a cheese grater. Yes, yes, yes. That's all you need. That is all you need. And that water gets to bubbling around and oh my goodness. It feels good. I'm gonna tell you it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Is it cool if I put my Discord link in the chat? Right now, Tariq, when was the last time you put it in there? Right now, no. I just want, all I want in my chat are like the channel links, and that's on the days that I ask the mods to put those in. The channel links and chef's uh, contest link. That's all I want in the chat right now. Whenever I do, if someone has like a contest or something going on, purpose of the link, I will. But I'm just like, what am I trying to say? I'm just not like that kind of channel. I don't like a lot of links. I don't like a lot of links. I always think about what if I decide to be monetized. And from what I'm hearing lately, the simple things, the small things are preventing people from getting monetized, or they're causing people to become demonetized. So that's why I don't like a lot of blue mod sticks in my chat. I don't like a lot of emojis in my chat because they appear to be spamish. And I'm real selective about when I allow people to drop their links or share their links. So it's not just you, I'm just like that. Let's see, Tariq says, cool. Right. Bria says, Tariq, only mods can drop links. Apologies. Donna says, Lance Pride, after I'm done, I put candle wax on my heels and put my feet in freezer bags. Your heels will be smooth, sis. Try. I've used candle wax. I've used the candle wax, but I haven't put the freezer bags. So, okay, so you say to put the candle wax on and put them in freezer bags. So do you let the freezer bags get cold, or do you just use freezer bags do you let them get cold? Because to me, that would feel good cold. That would feel good. I think that would feel good. I don't know. I might try it in the cold. It might not feel good. But I have used the candles. But I haven't covered my feet. So you saying use the candle wax and put your feet in freezer bags. Brittany says, me too, sis. My wings, tummy section, and my back laugh out loud. I'm thinking about starting keto after this fast. Brittany says, ooh, I'm going to try it that way. Yeah, she said put the freezer bags on. But I'm trying to figure out, should you do it with them cold? Should you let them get cold? Because that seems like it would feel good after just doing your feet. Donna says, brilliant. I wish you all live where I live. We could all work out together. Yes. Yep. If we live close enough, yes. Donna says, brilliant. No, that's Albert. Albert says, my heels, it's getting tickled. Albert, who's tickling your heels? Who? Hello? Who is that, Albert? Bria says, Donna, if we lived in the same city, we would be inseparable. Yes, we'll be like, what you doing this weekend? Like, look, those are the things we be fussing about. Like, you want to go here this weekend? We probably get so tired of each other, y'all. Because if it's not one, it's the other one. Like, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to go here, you want to go there. Yeah, I thought Albert was gone. Albert's still talking about tickling feet. Okay, Donna says, yes, keep them in the bags. Then after the wax gets cold, scrape the candle wax. Okay, in the bag, discard of the bag. Okay. I thought you meant like once you applied the wax. So what I usually do is let the wax dry and then scrape it off with the pumice bar. But so you're saying leave the wax on in the bag. Okay. After it gets cold, scrape the candle wax in the bag, discard of the bag. Okay. Keep them in the bag. After the wax gets cold, scrape them off. Okay, I got you. Donna says, reason lies pride. Yes, we would have so much fun. I know, we'd be like, I can see us now. Look, we gotta go here, we gotta go there. And then it's like, after about a month, we'd be like, look, I'm tired. I gotta rest. Thank you, Bria. Your watch lines prize legs move. Okay, we hope it encourages you to get up and move your own. Donna says, yes, while the wax is hot. Okay, put the bag on. Okay, I got you. So while it's hot, put the freezer bag on. When it gets cold, scrape the wax into the bag and throw it away. It keeps the heat in and makes them extra smooth. Okay, I can see that because I always just let it cool off after a while. I just keep my feet elevated, let it cool off, and then scratch it off. But I can see where the freezer bag would add that extra element of kind of like a warmth to it too. Just kind of holding it on. Tariq says that would honestly be cool if we could hang out. Yes, it definitely would. Brilliant says, don't let me, you, Donna, and Cindy be living in the same city. I know, right? Bree says, Tariq nephew, yes, that would be a great time. Yes. That would be a really good time. Donna says, brilliant, you know it. Cindy and Granny, yes. Because Granny seems like she's so much fun. Granny seems like she would be that, you know how like you have friends and one friend is good for this and another friend is good at that and another friend is good at this, that, and the other. Granny looks like the fun friend who's also the voice of reason. Granny looks like the fun friend who would also be the voice of reason. Oh, it's been an hour and 30 minutes, guys. I'm about to get out of here. Tomorrow is Wednesday. What are you guys planning for dinner tomorrow? Is it Wing Wednesday? Is it Wing It Wednesday? Not necessarily meaning you're having wings, but just wing it. Everybody getting what everybody gets. What are you guys planning for dinner tomorrow? Maybe you know, maybe you don't. We can talk about it tomorrow. And y'all know what I say. Don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, leave. Go to your happy lounge where it may not always be happy, right? But you don't have to deal with the misery that's unnecessary. Okay? I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because where there's no peace, there's chaos. Where there's no positivity, there's negativity. Okay? And wherever negativity and chaos are, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Okay? And we all want to prosper to our fullest potential. Donna says, I can hear y'all now saying, Donna, stop it. I know. Look, we got to keep Donna from slapping somebody. Therese says, I wish you peace and love forever and always. I also wish y'all a great and restful night tonight. Thank you, Therese. Thank you, nephew Therese. We wish you the same. We wish you the same. You know we wish you the same. Bree says, Granny is so genuine. Don't sleep on any of these beautiful people in this chat. Very much a blessing. As are you, Brilliant. As are you, Brilliant. You are definitely a blessing. I'm glad to have you in the chat. I'm glad to have you as a mod. I'm glad to have Donna as a mod. Who else do I have? Jill's Comfort Zone. My Chef Finest Wine. Rock Just Living. I'm glad to have you guys all as mods. Some people come when they can. Some people, they come often. And I love it. However you come, I appreciate it, okay? I appreciate it. Vanessa says, good night, everyone, and love and blessings to all. Love and blessings to you, Vanessa. Good night. Thank you for coming into the chat. I hope to see you tomorrow. If it's the Lord's will, we will do another Let's Walk and Talk live tomorrow. You guys stay blessed, stay safe. Don't stress. Well, let's be realistic. Like, we all got stressors, right? Try not to stress any harder than you have to, okay? Try not to stress any harder than you have to, because it's hard to say. It's easier said than done to say just don't stress, right? Easier said than done. Granny's word, love you and good night. Yes, Granny. Granny said she was listening. Granny, if you're still listening, and even if you're not, we love you, love you, love you. Thank you for coming into the chat, and have yourself a restful and peaceful night. I wish that for all of you ladies and gentlemen, have a good night's rest, a good night's sleep. Kick those feet up. Watch TV, watch YouTube, watch Netflix, whatever it is that you do. Listen to music, read a book, do some of those mind exercises that we talked about. Have you a grand old time, okay? Donna says a brilliant, I love you, Queen. Brilliant says, Donna, I love you more, Queen. See, that's what we like. We like positivity over here. And that doesn't mean we'll never fuss and argue. You gotta be realistic, okay? But there's a such thing as, y'all ever said, I don't even want to fuss and fight with this person because it's not even worth the time or energy to waste. But some people, it's worth it to wait to fuss and fight with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can respect somebody to the fullest, but we are all human and we won't always agree. So when we have those spats, guess what? If there's love there, you work it out. If there's love there, you work it out. You work it out. Or we're going to walk and talk it out, okay? We're going to walk and talk it out, okay? Donna says, Lodge Pride, love you. Love you. Sleep well, my sis. Thank you, sis. Love you so much. Love each and every one of you guys. I will see you guys on the next one, on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Much love to you all. Bye, y'all.